Oh, it's a bitterly cold start this morning. It's only 3 degrees, but you know what? Let's go do some fishing. It's a cold winter's morning this morning, so we're right at the very end of winter now, so heading into spring, which is really, really pleasing. So over the next few weeks, that water temperature should slowly start to rise. Now, I don't believe you need to be on the water at first light at this time of year because it is bitterly cold and you want to fish when it's really nice and comfortable. And around where I fish, so we're at Wyndham Harbour today, this Werribee area and this whole top end's been pretty quiet over the last probably month or two. So we've been doing a lot of trips up to that sort of Ballerine area and up near the entrance. So today what we're going to do is we're going to drive up, sort of fish around Indented Heads, St Leonard's, Mud Island, cover some ground around there. We've got a whole heap of rods, heap of different soft plastics, baits, and I think sometimes it's good just to get out there without having that set game plan, let the conditions come to you. We've got some really nice conditions today. Once it warms up, it's going to be absolutely beautiful out here. So got the bar crusher that's prepped and ready to go. So let's get out and hopefully get stuck into some awesome fishing action to share with you. Let's go. Already feel it starting to warm up a little bit, and we've just fueled up, so the bar crusher is all done and ready to go. We're just going outside the harbour, and as I said, the fishing has been a lot better in recent times up towards near the entrance, so pretty much from Queenscliff to Sorrento and then a few k's back, so you're sort of talking Indented Heads, St Leonard's, all those sort of areas. So that's exactly where we're headed. Usually it's about 13 or 14 kilometres from here to get to, and we've got a pure northerly all day today. Look, this time of year, that water temperature, just looking at the sounder now, so it's still very, very cold. It's been hovering between sort of 10.5 and 12 degrees, probably for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So it's very tough fishing, but you know, we're going to go target some King George whiting, some squid, maybe some gummy sharks. And as I said, it's not going to be very long, maybe in 5 or 6 weeks time, that water temp will rise another degree or two, and the fishing will be really good, and that's when things get exciting. But for now, being content with that bread and butter fishing, and let's get out the harbour and let's get cracking, hopefully onto a great day we can share with you. Let's go. So we've come straight across to Indented Heads and Prince George Bank. Some really nice squid grounds here, so we're going to fish a little bit deeper. So we get a couple of squid just to start the day. And the other reason is I think we might venture up to sort of Mud Island and even have a crack for a gummy, and hopefully you can get a few squid, and then the chance will be then going on to gummy sharks and whiting and whatever else the day and the conditions bring. But this is how we're going to start. So we're just going to work a squid jig each. New jointed squid jig. Look at that. That's kind of cool. And we've got some other goodies in here as well. So all right, looks good. Flash boost, jointed. Oh, I thought I was getting a touch in. But have a look at these grounds, guys. Like, it's exactly what you're looking for. Look at that. You've got those scattered reef, crystal clear waters. It's a little bit deeper here, but these are prime grounds. So I've got a sleeper out at the moment. I'm going to rig up another one, and hopefully we get onto a few. All right, so there we go. So we're still just setting up and didn't even have the cameras rolling. So that was just a sleeper that was in the rod for about, oh, I don't know, a good minute or so. And there's squid number one. So it's a good start to the day. Conditions are looking great because we've got a little bit of current and movement, and we've got beautiful crystal clear water, which these little critters absolutely love. So I'm still trying to get my other rod rigged up, but hopefully we're going to get into a cracking session here. Have a look at that. Came back for it. Jeez. Yeah, I think we will, man. Oh, he's got all his tentacles wrapped around it. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Squid number 2. Now, we've covered squid quite a bit on the show in recent episodes, so we won't spend too much time on that, other than to say that we got a good bag doing a couple of drifts around Indented Heads. So looking at the tides, we're moving into slack water, which means we've got an hour or two to kill before we move into prime King George whiting fishing time. We decide to head up to Mud Island and try our luck up there with some big baits. Yeah. we've just decided just to kill a bit of time. We've come right up towards the entrance, so we're not far from Mud Island. We're probably only a couple of k's out from the heads, and we're just going to put out some big bait. So we've got some big strips of Australian salmon that we've put out. We're going to try our luck out of gummy shark. So these are prime areas here. Midwinter, you just never know what you're going to get, but it's certainly worth a shot. We're on slack tide at the moment, so we're just going to give this a crack for an hour or so, and then we'll go back to the area that we think will fire in the afternoon. So anyway, got to do something different. Fingers crossed we can have a real scream off. Go, 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 go. No, he's playing with it though. Come on. That's on, that's on. Oh, that's a 7-killer maybe.
Yeah, snip.
For a bit of fun, we decide to rig up a full salmon head on a 7.0 hook. See if we're going to track something big onto Drav's rod.
If you get a bite on that, look out. Big jaws. So I hope you get like a ridiculous run on that. It probably weighs 100 kilos, that thing, mate, so. Oh, here he goes, look. Have a bit of fun. Oh yeah, he's a big ray.
Oh, look at the size.
It's a massive
stinger.
Have a look at him.
Well, we killed an hour battling some giant pest species, but now it's time to get focused and back onto the primary target species, which is King George whiting, and we're moving into that prime bite window.
I think I might chuck that just up here for now. Right, and you. Alright, so the bait that we are using is just fresh squid that we've just caught earlier. So when we're up around that sort of indented heads area, it's just so much cheaper, and obviously nothing beats fresh squid. It's like one of the best things that obviously you can eat out of the ocean, and from a bait point of view, nothing beats fresh squid for so many different species. So I'm just going to grab my squid out here, just grab this little guy here. So you can see there, very small squid, but we'll be able to get a lot of bait out of that one squid, and we're going to prepare it pretty much like we would as if we were cooking it for ourselves. So best thing to do is just run your fingers underneath there, and you're just going to separate the head and the ink sac, right? Now what you can do quickly is you can use all of these tentacles as fresh bait. So I like to just cut it from there, and there you go, there's a heap of baits to start off with. So pretty much most of this squid is going to be completely usable, right? So there's one bit of bait. So you can chuck that aside or do whatever you want with that. What you want to do then is just take out the bone, the backbone or the quill, and just run your fingers underneath there. And that will come out like that, okay? And then what you're going to do is just separate the hood from the wings just by running your thumbs underneath, okay? And then separating that membrane, and then you should be able to just peel that straight off. Now you can use both the wings and the hood for squid bait. So, and there you go there. So and what you can do now, what I prefer to do is I like to get my knife, I just cut that hood open like that, and then what you can do is give it a bit of a clean. You don't want all that rubbish there. But then what you want to do is just nice long strips. So if you go get your knife there, it's a little bit hard to do when the boat's rocking around. Look at that, nice big strip of squid like that. So, and obviously out of this one little squid, we should be able to get a heap of baits. And this is obviously much, much cheaper than if you're going to go out and buy a bag of pippies. I think we were talking about this earlier. A bag of pippies is going to cost you probably close to 20 bucks per bag these days. So, but you know, all of those there you can just cut up into nice, fine whiting baits. I like really nice and thin. And even the wings are a really nice strip there of bait that you can use as well. So you can just sort of trim off those ends. And you can cut that into 2 or 3 different baits as well. So again, it's just about maximising your time out in the water and also trying to make it a little bit more beneficial to your pocket. So look at that, that's a dynamite bait choice. All right, so we'll prepare the rest of this. We're gonna have 2 rods each that we're gonna be using, and then hopefully that's a nice free bait source. Casting out here, we're gonna be burling up, so just put the burley bucket over the side. That's usually the first thing that we do. We're gonna be working a rod each in our hands, and then once the sleeper, fingers crossed we can get stuck into some King George whiting action. It's a whiting. There's a good whiting. All right, little move. Little success on a piece of squid. Oh, there's another one, there's another one. All right, hopefully, I found the spot now. Well, there we go. That's what it's all about, King George whiting. Probably the best thing to eat in the bay in my books, and I reckon, hopefully, it's about to fire up. So we're in prime area now, and it's been a little bit slow today. So we've gone chasing sharks, chasing squid. Now we've settled into our spot, which is going to be our afternoon. Look at that, if we can get a few of those, that'll be absolutely perfect. All right, let's go. Got one? Yep. Yay! Go. Whiting time, let's go. Yeah, nice whiting. Beautiful. All right, hopefully it's about to fire. Nice one, beautiful. Oh, oh. Oh, that looks better, that looks better. That's a fish, that's a fish, go. Oh, that's a fish, knew straight away that was a fish. They seem to be hitting in that one spot. Go. All right. All right, cool. So that's the 3rd King George whiting in about 6 or 7 minutes. So you got the 2. Oh, which one? Yeah, it's a fish. Oh, 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 he's a good one. Oh, geez, he's a real nice one. No, he's all right. Beautiful. All right, number 4. Beautiful, look at that. Right, there we go. So another beautiful King George whiting. So they're starting to come on here now. So as Travis said, that's 4 down, and what do we got? 26 to go. So how good's that? Beautiful. And that's at the moment on just a small strip of squid. Caught some squid earlier today, so using that as bait. And bait's pretty expensive these days, so that's a good way to go about it. There you go, King George. Let's go. Well, that's what's stealing all the bait. As soon as you cast your baits out, there's millions of these little grass whiting. All right, let's get him on his way. Whole line feels slack. Oh, come on. That's a fish. And a good one, I reckon. Yeah. Man, he was playing with that for ages. He's good. Holy moly. There we go. Another King George. Beautiful. You get lots of little nibbles and buckles in the rod holder, but they're just being very, very finicky. So, and that can be very typical of, you know, fishing at this time of year. That water temperature is mighty cold. So, you know, as I said at the start, hovering between sort of 10.5 and 12 degrees. So, you know, it's not like buckle centrals, even though we're getting like non-stop nibbles, you're just having to be very, very cautious, and you know, they're very, very timid on the bite. Come on. Oh, look at this go. There's a fish. Gotcha. Let's go. We're back.
Far out,
15 metres straight out the back. Nice whitey, man. Look at that.
oh, very nice.
There we go. Alright, cool. Beautiful. Another one there. You can see just pinned perfectly there. That's not coming loose. They've been extremely finicky today, but very slowly we're accumulating a nice feed, and the conditions now are just absolutely awesome. So this is prime time now. So, and hopefully we can land a few more like that. That's awesome. It's coming back. Come on. Oh, come on. Got him. Said it was a whiting. Third time's a charm. He was just sitting on that, Trav.
Yeah?
Yeah. Look at that, another one. Come on, man. Last hurrah. He's the smallest one so far, but he's still a keeper. Well, we're doing okay now. So we've got quite a few King George whiting in the esky. And the last half an hour, there's been lots of action getting a bite on the rod as we speak. So, but tell you what, these conditions now are absolutely breathtaking. I don't know what else you'd rather be doing than being out in the bay. Beautiful winter's evening. It's nice and calm out here. It's very, very comfortable. And this last live bite can be absolutely frantic. It's been really good over the last little bit. So hopefully we can add a lot more to that bag before we take off and head back to Wyndham Harbour. On again. Well, that reel sounds awesome. What reel have you got on there?
Vanford.
The Vanford. Good size whiting today. Accumulating a nice bag here. I think this one's going to be half decent. Oh, my rod's about to go. Oh, that one's going to go. Yeah, he's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Don't lose this one. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And I reckon this one's about to go as well. Yep. Doesn't feel... Oh, yeah, he's on. I'm not... Is he swimming this way? I think it's on. I think it's on. That's a... Oh, measure him. He's a bit small. All right, so they're still here. Oh, look at that. There's another. Awesome stuff. Live on the go. They're going berserk. Back the whole time. Look at this bird. Oh, he's on.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, good one. Oh, yeah. Come on, camera. Look at that. They've been so finicky today that sometimes you just pick up that rod tip and you go, oh, there's a little bit of weight there. Like, that's what it's sort of been like. But this is on the smaller side today because we've caught some really nice size ones. I'll tell you what, no better eating in my book. That's my favourite thing to eat in the bay. And easy to fillet, easy to clean. Shallow fry them for a couple of minutes and beautiful. Crumb them, flour them, however you like. There you go there. King George whiting. Most popular targeted species in all of Port Phillip Bay, and for bloody good reason. I love coming out just with my light spin gear. Just works really, really well. We're running paternoster rigs. You can make them up yourself. You can buy pre-made ones. And as we said, we're using that squid that we caught earlier. And it's been a lot of fun out here, but unfortunately we are going to leave them biting. But let's get back to it. Let's see if we can catch a few last ones to finish the day. Try and bring them on, but come on. Yep, got him. Yep, good. Nice whiting too, man. They're all thumpers. Today is quality, not quantity. Yeah, he's a good one. That was out right at the back on a piece of squid. Look at that. Beautiful. Don't drop him overboard. Oh yeah, beautiful. Keep coming. Awesome. Have a look at that. What a perfect way to finish the day. And we've got an esky full of King George, and he's on again, right on cue. Beautifully done, Trav.
He's sitting on it.
Yeah, they're being extremely finicky, aren't they? Look at that rod. That rod's just like boom, 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 boom. That's all right. Let's go back to the action. Oh, he's a good one.
two.
Oh, you got two. You got a double hook up at King George. Oh, look at that. Well done. Mate, a couple more of those before sundown and we'll be... oh, he's got... Hey, give us that one, It's erupted. It's erupted, look at it. This is what we've been waiting for. 3 King George in 30 seconds. If you don't mind, and that's a solid King George. Sorry, matey. Oh, make it 4. 4 King George. Look at this, it's gone berserk. How the hell are we going to do this? You stay there. Uh-oh. I think I've dropped this one. No, I've got him still. What did I say? It just erupts around here. 4 King George, a double hook up. Trav's second rod goes off. I grab his rod. And then my rod goes off. And look at that. Bang. Oh, that other rod's getting nibbles now too. Look at that. That is a quality.
Yeah, I don't think we're going home.
That is a quality King George whiting. I said to Trav, I said, this is the prime time. It's a real shame because we're going to have to go in about 10 minutes. And then we just had a 4-way hookup. Look at that. And my other rod's going off. So that's going to be a 5-way. Let's go. Yeah, and then the other. That's so cool. Have a look at that. That is a quality King George whiting. And it's been, you know, pretty timid, a little bit slow hit and miss. And it's just erupted over the last minute or two. My rod's about to go off there. So we'll dispatch him and get him on ice. This one's about to, yep. Gotcha, yes. Go, you good thing. Oh, they're getting bigger. Mate. That's grouse. Oh, it's got me in the face. And they're just sitting on them now. They're not really making that rod buckle over. You're sort of just noticing the tiniest little nibble. You pick up your rod tip and there's weight on it. So fishing's only going to get better and better and better. I'll tell you what, we've got an esky full of King George whiting now, which is awesome. That's a quality King George. Look at that. How good is that?
Just watching my tip.
That's heaps better. Beautiful, that's it. All right, I'll line these whiting up. Oh, go. Oh. Have you ever seen an old man just move so fast? Did an ACL just trying to get that whiting. That was unreal. That was a big hit. All right, cool. Well, that's been a lot of fun. So the last, I don't know, half an hour of sunlight has just been absolutely frantic. We had a quadruple hookup, we've had double hookups, and even though the bite's been frantic, we slowly have accumulated a really good feed. So we've got a few more fish in the esky. We've just chucked them some out here, just have a little bit of count, but have a look at this. And I'll tell you what, there's some quality fish. So that's what we've got there. We've got a few more in the esky, but have a look at these, some absolute thumpers. That's what it's been like. So absolutely awesome out here. What a beautiful day. Port Phillip Bay towards the end of winter, and to go home with a feed of King George whiting like that is what it's all about. All right, so we've got the bar crusher all prepped. We're going to lift the anchor. We're going to head back to Wyndham Harbour, and we're going to call it a day before it is dark out here. But that's been an awesome way to end the day on a winter's afternoon and evening. Take care, everyone. If you enjoyed the episode, then become a FishingMad member. It's so easy to join by visiting www.fishingmad.com.au/member and unlock access to detailed weekly fishing reports. Whether you fish by boat, kayak or land-based, we have you covered to help you fish the right areas and catch plenty too. Plus we have detailed workshops, rigging tutorials, podcasts, sounder training, kayak and boating tutorials, maps, community forums, gear reviews and gear guides, exclusive unseen episodes, behind the scenes footage and insights about each episode that appears on YouTube and TV, as well as exciting monthly giveaways, catch of the month competitions and discounts to local fishing brands. It's an intuitive and friendly platform full of helpful fishing content that greatly supports everything we do at Fishing Mad, so become a member today.